Hey guys, Davor here from Tennis Haus. I will give you 3 tips today to increase your serve speed. As always, if you like what I do, please click the subscribe button and turn on the notifications. And if you have 3.5 minutes, you're at the right place here. Stay with me and you're going to be able to put some miles per hour on your serve.
Hey guys, so this is the 3 things I'm going to talk about. It's the loose wrist, as you see here. I'm dropping my wrist and I have it loose. That's very important. You need to start off the motion with a loose wrist. Then you will create a lot of power. The next thing is when I toss the ball up right here. As you see now, my knees are bent. Right, too many recreational players don't bend the knees. You cannot see the ball at this moment, but at this moment right here, the ball is at the peak. And then it comes down and then I shoot up with the legs. That's another thing where you get power from. And as I shoot up, watch when I contact the ball. As I told you, the contact is inside the court. So those 3 things are going to give you a better serve. I hope you're going to enjoy the video.
So the first thing is on recreational level, what you see the guys especially standing and trying to rip the ball on the first serve, and they're totally over squeezing. So if you hold a racket, if you squeeze the max and it's like a 10 and 0 is dropping it, you hold it on 2.5 to 2. And a good way to be loose in the wrist is you just take the last 2 fingers of your hand off and you just go and serve a couple easy and smooth, and you just serve them. You take those 2 fingers off. And another great way, you can put 2 or 3 tennis balls in a sock and then you do the figure 8 motion, so you loose and relax, because where the power comes from is on the first surface you loosen the wrist and then you go and smack that ball. You can only achieve that with a relaxed wrist. The next thing you can do to create more power and get more pace on the ball is, if you watch the serve, when the server is served, when the ball is at the peak, the players have to be here and load the legs. So too many players hit out of the upper body, they're not using the legs. So when you start using the legs, or they have this double bend thing where they bend, toss and bend again. So there's so many things I saw during my coaching career. You keep your legs straight, after you toss the ball up you bend, and then you go out. And that's how you get more miles per hour on that serve. When the ball is at the peak, you toss the ball up, your knees are straight, then you go into the loading, and then you jump up, land on the left leg, butt kick your right leg. And if you have the loading in, you have a faster serve. And the last thing, the third thing you can do, and I'm talking about first serve speed, is that you toss the ball more inside the court. I always tell players, think about a volleyball player that tosses the ball up and they run up and hit it. You want to toss it inside the court. So I'm going to show you in a second the side view of the serve. So you're going to start here and you have to toss it more inside, so that forces you to go in there and jump inside the court to hit it. A lot of recreational players toss behind. You cannot create any power from here, and the worst thing is it's going to hurt your shoulder. So if you want to have a fast serve, I sum it up. You have a loose wrist, it's like a whipping motion. You have to make sure that when the ball is at the highest point, at the peak, that you're bending your knees and loading, because you're going to jump up and hit the ball. And the last thing is that you toss it inside the court. You keep these 3 things in check, you're going to have a faster serve.